3:23, and on Wednesday afternoons, just about this time, it becomes Wanted Wednesday, because we're working with the good folks at the Prince George's County Police Department to try and find some of their most wanted criminals. It also means that Julie Parker pays us a visit, and we always look forward to that. It's good to have you here.
Thank you, Dave. We're going to start with some good news this week.
And these are some folks that you may recognize from last week when we did this.
So we showed this video last week, some very unusual surveillance video of these two suspects arguing. Well, within hours of that blog going live on @PGPD News and here on NewsChannel 8, a tipster called into Crime Solvers and helped us identify one of the two armed robbery suspects that you see here. He's 34-year-old Devon Freeman of District Heights. He is currently in custody on an unrelated charge. And then several days later, another Crime Solvers tip came in that helped identify the second suspect, and he is a 49-year-old man named Samuel Tyler of no fixed address. We sincerely appreciate those tipsters reaching out to us and helping us identify these violent criminals.
A classic example of how this is supposed to work. People see this, they recognize the people. You give them a call at the Prince George's Police Department and they have a big lead in the case.
And to be clear, these tipsters are eligible for up to $1,000 each for picking up the phone and making that call. And
Hello.
The number is 1-866-411-TIPS. We want to get to another series of surveillance photos that we have today, and you'll find the theme, unfortunately.
Okay.
We've got a car that we're looking at that's wanted in connection with two thefts at the same gas station. This is in the 3500 block of Bladensburg Road, and if you look closely, you can see the suspect down below sneaking up to this car at a gas station. He opens up the door, snatches something from inside, and then takes off. This was on May 16th at 10:30 in the morning, and this car that we're looking for is a silver Honda Accord. So that's on the 16th. If we go up to the next photo, we're looking at May 9th. Same car involved, the silver Honda Accord, same gas station where the suspect is easily able to get to. Do you need to break away?
Julie, can I interrupt
Absolutely.
you just for a second, because I want to take us out to, well, the news chopper just zoomed out a little bit. It's a classic example. We've been talking about this, and again, I beg your forbearance here. This is a swiftwater rescue that's going on right now. The reason all these folks are out there, and that's the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Swiftwater team in the water right now near Great Falls, looking for a boater who's missing. And just a second ago, the news chopper zoomed in on a kayaker whose boat had flipped over in the water, being attended to by another kayaker. But it's an example of, and hopefully they got back to that picture shortly so I can show it to you. All this is going on right now. There you can still see more of what's going on. Additional boats, additional searchers in the water as they continue this search for someone who's missing on the upper reaches of the Potomac around here. But it's indicative of just how treacherous the conditions are. These are people who do this very often, the kayakers. They're used to this, but it's still sometimes very treacherous in the water, and we just saw an example of it. And the news chopper continuing to look for the thing. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No problem.
Julie, but I wanted to just for a second so we could get back to that. All right, let's get back, because this is Wanted Wednesday. We're continuing to try and get some leads on cases for the Prince George's Police Department. And we were going through some cars that all have sort of a common theme here.
Yeah, and this is unfortunately a problem that we have. People go to gas stations, they pump their gas, and they're not paying careful attention to what's going on around them. And the suspect, as you'll see in these photos, sneaks up on typically the passenger side door, slips in, opens the door quietly, grabs a purse, laptop, whatever may be there, and takes off. So we're looking for a silver Honda Accord in connection with two gas station thefts on Bladensburg Road. Again, if you have any information about these crimes, 1-866-411-TIPS.
And a little crime prevention, because we have seen this sort of thing now. It's actually gotten fairly common, unfortunately, which says two things. One is that the bad guys know that when you're pumping gas, you're not paying attention, and two, you probably haven't locked your car. So it's an open invitation to these people to get in, rummage through what's in there, take what they want, and get away, unless you get those kinds of pictures through ID who's doing it.
Yeah, we're talking about seconds here, less than 10 seconds in and out, and they've got your wallet, they've got your ID, they've got your laptop. Don't leave those on the seat of your car, and certainly try to remember to lock your car doors while you're pumping gas.
Julie Parker for us in the Prince George's County Police Department. Thanks so much. We appreciate it. And
Thank
also
you.
thanks so much for letting us interrupt just for a second and show what's going on outside.